Fun Flavor Friday. We're going to have some fun together today. So let me stop this for you. And we are doing walnut love today. So we're going to do a few things with walnut. Now, first of all, I'm going to tell you there's a reason why I use walnut in most of my recipes as opposed to almond. Walnut is only 4 grams of carbs per serving instead of 10. And it has lots of good healthy fats and good things in it. Also, walnut is cheaper. So if you're on a budget and you're looking to save some money, walnut is the key. So today we're going to do our live in 3 parts. So first thing we're going to do is I'm going to teach you guys how to make walnut flour or walnut meal at home out of just raw nuts to save your money. Then we're going to make a walnut fathead dough. We're going to pop out and I'm going to pop back and we're going to make something really cool, and I think we're going to call them cinnamon kiss love notes. So that's what's up today. So let's start first with walnut flour. Now, I also did post that we are going to do this as a TikTok tutorial. So while we're doing the live, I'm going to record this on TikTok. I'm going to show you guys how I do that because it's a lot of fun to make TikTok recipes. And then in part 3, when we get back together, I'm going to show you guys what I do when I take those videos, put them onto YouTube, change the music, and I learned how to do voiceover. So I'm going to show you guys how to do a voiceover on your YouTube videos. Whoa! Isn't that like the best Friday ever? Like, I'm just saying. What more fun could you have with that on a Friday? So I'm going to grab out my stuff and we'll get everything started on my phone here to do a TikTok. Now, if you guys don't know what TikTok is, it's the coolest app the world has ever known. I'm just saying, Dory said so, trust me. It's a lot of fun. Basically, it is a 1-minute video format. So everything you find on there is going to be 1 minute or less videos. Super fun. I just posted an article on Facebook that MedHacker was talking about, and it's an article in the New York Times today about doctors getting up on TikTok, and I love it. I bring it to the people. Come to where the people are. This is where we are. This is how we want to learn. So I am absolutely loving the TikTok. So if you want TikTok, all you have to do is go to your Play Store and download the TikTok app. From there, you can either log in through your Facebook or your Instagram, and it's a one-click easy. Like, it's that easy. You can get going. You can make videos with pictures. You can upload existing videos that you already have. You can change the music. You can add special effects. It's just fun. Like, bottom line, stinking fun. So from my TikTok app, if I want to make a brand new video, I'm going to click this add button. Then I get to select if I want a 60-second video or a 15-second video. 15-second videos tend to work better for the sound clips that are available. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the Friday sound that I used for the promo video, and those ones will go on TikTok. Now, the issue that I'm having is now that I'm under review for monetization on YouTube, any music I use, YouTube will ding it. So if you guys have noticed, I've been changing the music on my YouTube videos so that YouTube will let them post and that it's not an issue. The music isn't as fun. So if you're looking for the fun, hip, kids say hip, right? Totally hip version, that's on TikTok. Yeah, the kids, so they say hip. I don't care what anybody says. Kids totally say hip. So next thing we're going to do is I'm going to turn on the flash, and that will make my lighting a lot better for my TikTok video. So let me get the cheese and stuff out of the way, because the first one we're going to do is the walnut one. So the first thing I do when I do a TikTok video is I usually do just a quick pan by of what I happen to be doing in this recipe. So we're going to start by the walnut and then kind of move it past the food processor. Okay, so that's part one. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna show that we're taking the walnut and putting it into the mixer. Now with this, you wanna do about a cup, cup and a half, 2 cups. You don't wanna do too much at a time, but you can't really do it wrong. Like, I'm gonna explain to you how you can't do it wrong, because people have messaged me and said, Dori, I did it wrong. If you follow my tips, you can't do it wrong. Just saying. So we're gonna get the video ready. Now, it pauses in between. See how it stopped here? So from there, I can just continue at the spot where I was. So I get it all balanced on my hand, and I get this ready to pour. And then we're going to take a video of some of that pouring. Now, when you are doing a nut flour or a nut meal, the key is short pulses. When you're doing a nut butter or a nut puree, you want to just leave it on high until it blends, add a little oil, and it will give you a really smooth, spreadable nut butter. And I make all of my own homemade nut butters. My favorite is bacon maple walnut. Go check that one out on my YouTube, because if you think peanut butter is awesome, you don't know. You haven't lived until you've had bacon, walnut, maple butter. I'm just saying. So we're going to do short pulses. I'm going to get this set up so that I can see. I like to show my name in the cutting board. I won't lie. I'm kind of vain. I love my cutting board. So I'm just going to show it in short pulses here. Get a couple more shots for them close up. Okay, and then for the final shot, we're going to show pouring it into my walnut flour jar that I have set up. Give me 1 second. Oh. You know what? My dog scratched me the other day and my leg is killing me. I blame her. I blame her badly. Okay, hang on. Where's my phone? Dori's wrecking stuff. There it is. Okay. Now, this one is actually a canning jar funnel. But I find this works awesome when I'm doing my nut flours so I don't end up making a big stinking mess, because we know how Dori makes big stinking messes. Okay, so we're going to turn that way so that we can show it pouring in, but I'm going to show you guys the texture that we got. Now, if you want a finer texture than that, then what you do is you kind of take some of it, run it through a sieve, run a little more through. I find for the cooking that I do, I prefer more of a hearty meal texture. It makes all of my recipes look really rustic and fun. You can also buy a processed walnut flour, and it's going to be just like the almond flour that you get from the grocery store, and it'll be very fine. But for me, I love just being able to buy raw nuts and make it myself at home. And let's put the jar down this way. Hang on. Angles. TikTok is all about the angles, I'll tell you what. And I've gotten better at that a little, I guess. There we go. Okay, so that is video number 1. I'm going to post that so that we can get that ready to go. So once I'm going to set next so that you guys can see what the video actually looks like. I don't know, you guys are going to have to watch it on TikTok. It doesn't really translate all that well to show you through the camera. But we're going to get that posted. So hashtags, super, super, super important on TikTok. Absolutely everything that I put on TikTok is hashtag colourfulketowithdori. So if you go on TikTok and you're looking for my general recipes, just look Colourful Keto with Dori. It'll pull up my page and you'll see which videos are the most viewed, and it keeps track of all of them. I also do some kind of weirdy hashtags. I'm going to make a post about that for you guys, because here's the thing. I didn't know what hashtags were. I guess that's the bottom line. When I first started TikTok, I didn't really know what hashtags were for. I didn't understand the concept. I thought hashtag was like just something really cool the kids said, like hashtag, I don't know what hashtags mean. But when I started my Instagram, I invested a lot of time in making very unique hashtags. But what I didn't realize is that's not really what hashtags are for. That's useful when you have a following and people can find your recipes. But in the beginning, I was going egg roll. So I'm going to make a post about it because I have some really fun ones. Like if you look up get your drink on and lose weight too, eat your cake and lose weight too, come to the keto side, we have cookies, bacon loves me back, bacon loves you, but I'm its favorite, smooth like crunchy peanut butter. All of those hashtags will bring you to my content on Instagram. So there's a lot of different ways to find my videos, and I'm gonna do either a live or an instructional video where I show you guys where you can find those hashtags and, I don't know, maybe explain some of my crazy and why I did that. I don't really know why, so I'm gonna have to give that some thought. Super cool, like, hello, super cool. Miss Kim, for my keto Mexican wedding cookies, I used almond and pecan. Oh, sifted together. Yes, girl. So stinking yummy. Okay, so we're going to post this one. That way we can get moving on with the rest of our recipe. Now, I don't necessarily measure things when I do a fathead dough, and that's mostly because I'm so used to making it. I've made it so many times that I can kind of eyeball it and put it together. But I will give you the basic instructions, basic amounts, so that you guys can follow a recipe, assuming that you're recipe followers. What I love about keto baking is, unlike baking with wheat, it really is by feel and by texture. Once you've made cookies a couple times, once you've made fathead dough a couple of times, you will be familiar with the texture and the feel and the consistency of these doughs in such a way that you won't necessarily need to measure everything. Now, if you're tracking, you're still going to have to measure everything, because how do you know if you're just eyeballing and guesstimating? Unless you're as good at that as I am. Like, I'm just saying, whenever I eyeball something and then I weigh it, I'm dead on. Like, dead on. Karen says, I just can't get into TikTok with all the teenagers. But you know what? Here's the thing, guys. Everyone thinks TikTok is for kids. Everyone thinks TikTok is for kids. But I'll tell you what, go to TikTok, look up hashtag over 40. There is over 70,000 over 40 posts. So that says to me there are people who are over 40 on TikTok. And the other day I was scrolling with my fiance and he said to me, wow, there's a lot of ladies your age on TikTok. I very rarely come across kid content on TikTok, and maybe that's because of what I like and what I follow. So the same as any other social media platform, it bases your feed on what you like. So if you like videos, you comment on them, it'll show you more of those videos and more of that style of content, more of that music, more of that person, just generally more of that. So what I see a lot of on TikTok is recipes. I see doctors with amazing information. I see keto people who are killing it all over TikTok. So I promise it's not just for kids like everybody says it is. There's a stinking lot of adults on there and we're having fun. So I think you should come and join us and have some of this fun.